I moved from losses to lessons to rebuilding, from being misled to becoming somebody who educates others. And this is why the Crypto Investor Podcast is soon hitting 200 episodes. Woo! Congratulations to me. Today I'm talking about my story from OneCoin to TroptionsUnity, the evolution of a real investor. If you've ever lost money in crypto, if you've ever trusted the wrong projects, if you've ever felt like giving up, then this episode is for you. Before the knowledge, before the podcast, before the investigations, there was just a belief in a better financial future, a belief in crypto, a belief that this was the opportunity of a lifetime. And that belief led me, like millions of others, into OneCoin. At that time it looked real. There were events, there were leaders, there was the confidence. It felt like we were very early. It felt like we were a part of something big. And here's the truth that nobody tells you when you're inside something like that scams don't feel like scams when you're in them, but they feel like complete opportunities. And by the time the reality hits, it's already too late. So losing money is one thing, but losing in something you believed in, that hits differently. So it wasn't just financial, but it was also emotional. It was trust. It was confidence in my own decisions. And when my family and I lost money in OneCoin, it was the real wake-up call. But this is where most people take the wrong path. So they either quit or they jump into the next quick opportunity, trying to recover losses and win back their confidence again. I'll be honest, I did that mistake too. Because after OneCoin, you'd think that the lesson would be clear. But when you're still searching for recovery, you become more vulnerable. You become extremely vulnerable again. And this is how I ended up in Platincoin. Different name, same pattern, big promises, strong marketing, emotional persuasion. And again, the outcome was the same, loss. That's when it finally clicked in me. It finally clicked in for me. This wasn't bad luck. This was lack of understanding. At that point, I had two options. I either walk away from crypto completely or actually learn what crypto really is. And that's when everything changed. Stopped chasing projects and I started studying what is decentralization, what makes a blockchain real, what gives a token value, what separates hype from utility. I realized something powerful, that real crypto is not loud, that real crypto doesn't chase you, that real crypto is built and not marketed. That's when I stopped being emotional. That's when I stopped being an emotional investor and I started becoming a strategic investor. Once I understood what went wrong, I couldn't stay silent because I knew that there were thousands and millions of people going through the same thing. So I started writing, I started investigating, I started speaking out. Yes, I became a part of the OneCoin claimants movement, representing over 400 people globally in a OneCoin lawsuit. And today, I'm not just a crypto investor, But I'm also documenting one of the biggest financial scandals in the crypto history. Because people need truth, not hype. Let me talk about the evolution here. Because this journey isn't about avoiding scams, but it's about understanding what a real opportunity looks like. And this brings me to TroptionsUnity. Now I want to be clear. This is not about hype. This is about framework. This is what I look for today, what I didn't look for before. The blockchain foundation. Do they have a blockchain? When you look at this TroptionsUnity that I'm involved in, that I'm holding, yes, they are built on Solana, and that matters. Because real projects don't build fake chains, but they build on existing and proven infrastructures. When you look at the utility over promises, there's no vague dreams, there's clear direction and clear ecosystem goals. So after being in scams, you learn to value clarity more than excitement. And one of the most overlooked things in crypto is purpose. What does this project represent? Why does this project exist? And this is where I connect deeper with TroptionsUnity, because it's not just about making money, but it's about building something sustainable. It's about something that aligns with a broader vision. So if I compare who I was then and who I am today, the difference is very simple. That then I chased opportunity. That then I trusted emotions. That then I followed crowds. But now I do analyze fundamentals. I do question emotion. I question everything. I move with patience. And this is the real evolution of an investor. Not profits, not luck, but mindset. If you're listening to this and you've lost money before, I want you to understand this, that you are not finished. You were not behind, and you are not out of the game. But you're just early in your learning curve. Every real investor has a story. They start with mistakes, but the difference is some people quit and others evolved. Yes. Some people quit and others evolve. So as I'm waiting on to see how TroptionsUnity deal with tokenization, how TroptionsUnity is going to have PT Bat Bank in Indonesia be the leader institutions in tokenization of various assets across the globe, from apartments to oil refineries to factories to restaurants to land to company shares to stocks to metals. It is worth reading more. It is worth doing a lot of research, not just holding a token. But it is worth understanding what tokenization as an entire technology stands for and means, and what is happening. Right now we have 29.74 billion asset value that are being tokenized. That is the worth of the entire tokenization industry. 29.74 billion asset value, with almost 800,000 people now holding assets in tokenization. Yes, I think it's like 80,000 people to hit 800,000. Amazing. We are going to be a part of 1 million people that are going to be a part of tokenization. And that is being in early. That is being in early. So if you are able to understand these concepts in time, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep asking yourself what they mean, how to join, or you are actually going to take the next big step and be a part of them in time? Understanding earlier is better than waiting when everybody is joining in. This has been the Crypto Investor Podcast. If this episode resonates with you, share it with somebody who needs it. Because in this space, truth is more valuable than hype, and education is the real investment. I'm Daniel Leinhardt, and I will see you in the next episode.